Hey guys, I want to talk to you today about a critical and missing component on most new homes getting built in America, and that's this right here. This is a critical component on your HVAC system that doesn't get installed on most new houses. This is actually a whole house ventilating dehumidifier. If you're in the South and you're building a new house, you need one of these. If you're in an older house like I have, I retrofitted one of these, and this is an incredible piece of equipment when it comes to indoor air quality and comfort for your house. Now we're going to do a couple things on today's video. I'm going to lay out a case for why you need one. I'm also going to spend a little time talking about this brand new unit from Ultra Air. This is their 120H unit, and show you a few features of this particular unit. So first of all, let's talk about why you need one. You know, this is more than just comfort, but it certainly is a comfort story here. We want to actually keep our houses at a relative humidity somewhere between 45 and 55% year-round. And so this unit is dedicated to that. Your air conditioning system is only going to dehumidify when it's running, and when it's running for a long enough period of time that there's actually water dripping or condensate dripping down the condensate drain. So if you're in a well-built new house that's very tight and meets code, it's likely that a good portion of the year your air conditioner is not going to have to run very long at all in order to satisfy the temperature requirement that's being asked for. And as a result, that means sometimes that newer homes that are built that are well built and energy efficient, they have elevated levels of moisture on the inside. And this unit, by tacking this onto your HVAC system, is going to make a huge difference in the comfort. It's going to be able to control that humidity independent of temperature, and it's going to do it in a way that also allows you to bring in fresh air. So with that, let's take a look at this unit. So first of all, this is the 120H, and if you check a look at the spec sheet on their website, some pretty impressive stats. So the 120 stands for 120 pints of water that in theory this thing could actually dehumidify for through the course of the day. Now that's at the perfect conditions. It's typically going to be less than that. But what that means is basically this could dehumidify, according to the manufacturer, up to a 3,000 square foot house. Although I would tell you, if you have a new home and it's built very well and you've designed an HVAC system, you actually could go to a much higher or bigger size house than just 3,000 square feet. On the other hand, if you have a very leaky old house that you're putting this into, you might need to go smaller on that size compared to what it's saying is 3,000 square feet. Now what that's also doing is it's doing it very efficiently. This unit's only going to run at 7.3 amps when it's dehumidifying. If you contrast that to your air conditioner is probably pulling maybe between 20 and 30 amps when it's running if you had a 3 or 4 ton air conditioner. So this is going to dehumidify, bring that moisture out of the air much more efficiently and for much less dollars. Can that save you money? Well, it might be able to. For instance, at my house, I have one of these installed up in my attic. And so now I actually live at a much higher temperature than I thought I would. Before I had one of these, I always wanted my thermostat between 68 and 72, let's say in the summertime. And now I live very comfortably at 75, 76 degrees because I keep my humidity or my humidistat for this unit set at about 45 or 50% year round. So I never have that elevated humidity within my house. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is this right here. This is your filter on the side of the unit. And one of the things I really like about this is these units come standard with very high filtration. If you pull this filter box out, you'll see here it comes standard with a MERV 13 filter. That's a 2-inch wide pleated media filter. And so on the return side, as air is sucking into this unit, you've got a nice big pleated filter that's really going to take out the contaminants. And then also, this is the time to talk about the fresh air portion of this as well. This is a ventilating dehumidifier. So this is the return air. This is going to come from your house, either from your HVAC system's return or its own separate return grill somewhere in the house. And this is the fresh air input. So you're going to have a pipe to the outside of the house, and then you're going to have a damper controller on that pipe. And then this can control how much fresh air we're bringing into the house. It's going to run it through that MERV 13 filter, and it's going to drop the humidity before it sends it into the house. And on the other side of this unit, this is the supply side right here. So the air coming out of this unit is going to be dehumidified. We're going to drop the moisture out of that air. But remember, it's also going to be warmer air than your standard air. So you need to be a little cautious about where you dump this. Now in my house, I had a retrofit. I didn't build new when I put mine in. So I've got this in a hallway near where my return is. for my HVAC system. If you're building new, there's a couple different configurations, but you might actually dump this into the supply side of your HVAC system so that it can actually spread that out throughout the house. And if that's the case, you're going to put an inline damper in here as well, so you're not back dumping HVAC air into this unit. It's just going to only push out. A couple things that I also wanted to mention. This can be put in all kinds of different locations. Your best bet, if at all possible, is going to put it within your thermal envelope or within your air-conditioned envelope. So if you can make space in your conditioned attic or your basement or your mechanical closet, that's going to be your best bet. If you have a conditioned attic, that's going to work as well. If you're putting this up into an unconditioned or a hot attic, you need to make sure all your ductwork's very well sealed. You're going to want to make sure you've got a secondary drip pan under there. Take all of your precautions that you would normally take. All right, let's wrap this up, guys. I'm a huge fan of Ultra Air. They did pay me to make this video. This is a paid video. But I want to tell you, I've been installing these dehumidifiers long before I had any relationship with these guys. In every single house I build, I put an Ultra Air dehumidifier. I think this is the best one on the marketplace. This is an American-owned company, and in fact, this unit and all their units are made in Madison, Wisconsin. So if Buy American means something to you, this is definitely your unit. They've also got the best warranty in the system, in the marketplace. This has a 6-year system warranty on here. So they make the best equipment and they stand behind it. This is a great company. I really like these guys. Last thing I do want to mention is these are going to be installed by a professional HVAC contractor. You're not going to find these online. You don't want to install these yourself. You want to have a trained HVAC guy actually install this, put all the ductwork in. Check their website. There'll be a link in the description below for this particular unit as well as their website. There's some good education on there, whether you're an HVAC contractor or whether you're a homeowner thinking about adding these. And if you're a builder or a modeler like me, building in the South, I'd recommend you put one in every new house that you build or remodel. Thanks for joining me, guys. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.